Hello, friends. Welcome to UK Dreamers. This is Dr. Aman, and in today's video, we'll be talking about social media guidance for doctors. So, in this modern world, we all are using social media in some way or the other, and things might not be the way we want, but some silly mistakes, some unknowingly, posting something might end up in big trouble for you. So, watch this video till the end so that you don't end up into those silly mistakes. So, if you don't know me, I'm also an international medical graduate, currently an internal medicine trainee in NHS, and I just, like to make videos about NHS jobs, life in the UK, the training pathways, the day-to-day basic things that, can make your life relatively easy when you come to the UK. So if you go and Google around, you would see that the GMC has recently released the guidance of using social media as a medical professional. I'll share the link with you guys so you can go ahead and have a good read of it before, posting something silly, as I said. But before that, let me bring to your kind attention of the various colleagues who unfortunately didn't read that well or, committed those mistakes and it did not end well for them. For instance, this colleague during the COVID times termed, herself as Dr. Drips and did, what to say, said that there are few health boosters and stuff that can actually treat it, make it, make you less vulnerable. But, this was a misconduct, a professional misconduct, and unfortunately, the colleague was suspended. Similarly, there was an article on BMJ saying doctor who sent explicit material to the alumni suspended. I mean, see, this person was doing something which was not patient related, but still got suspended. Another chap was, again suspended because of the insulting tweets, again using a social media platform, which did not end well. Coming back to the presentation, sorry, the main, what to say, topic. And, if you go and have a look of this, basically, I just wanted to, highlight the few things that I found were very, very good. So GMC itself is on social media, so you can go and have a look of the various things that they post on day-to-day basis. But here we go. So in this basic presentation, I would just emphasize on the few things. So as you can see on the screen, good medical practice sets out some principle, values, and standards of care and professional behavior expected of all medical professionals registered with the GMC. Using social media builds on the good medical practice to provide more detail of the expectations of medical professionals in this area. In short, you have to be truthful. You don't have to falsify information. You have to make sure that patient confidentiality is not breached. You've not insulted someone, if you've not threatened someone, you've not basically, made a joke of someone, basically. So there are quite a few things which we'll discuss later. The second point says professional standards describe good practice. Not every departure from them will be considered serious. So yeah, if you're having a banter with someone who's your friend, you can, if you posted something, I wouldn't say vulgar, but more of a, profound, so say in a joking manner. So it's not going to end up every time you say, for instance, you say or do something on a social media, it's not going to make you end up getting to the reported to the GMC. But the main thing that, as I said, this should be, whatever you do should be in good faith. It should be in the interest of the patients so that they are not brought to any harm, knowingly, unknowingly. So social media, as you all know, everything that's on the internet now is social media. What the GMC expects us from is to maintain public trust. So, unfortunately, it's not an on off button being a medical professional here in the UK. Yes, I understand once you leave the hospital, you do not have the medical responsibility, but you still have the contribution towards a society. You still have the, what to say, the role of a citizen in the UK. And, doctors definitely are considered to be amongst the guys and girls who would do good for the society. Okay, so as I said, maintaining public trust, make sure you don't post anything which humiliates this principle at any angle. You should always be honest and trustworthy in your communications. Again, your behavior, your attitude, this basically determines of what you are actually. But as I said, not everything that you post online is going to get reported. Just make sure whatever you're doing, there are few things that you should be able to follow, as you can see on the screen. Firstly, identifying and managing conflicts of interest. Always carry a good think in your head, whether anything that you might post might create some form of conflict of interest. They should be, like for instance, doctors who are offering cosmetic interventions and all, they need to be very, very careful. And, basically prescribing and managing medicines and devices, because as you could see earlier that I posted, if you sell something, if you endorse something which is not legally allowed, that will end up into trouble. Behaving professionally and maintaining boundaries, this is very difficult one, because you are human at the end of the day. And you can't be, what to say, vigilant 24 into 7, and this might lead for you to do some silly mistakes. So you must not use social media to abuse, discriminate against, bully, harass, or deliberately target any individual or group. So guys, at the moment a lot is happening in the world. I'm not going to name the countries, but there are big faction of people who are supporting one country and the big faction who are supporting the other. Make sure, guys, whatever you're posting online, please don't, what to say, revoke, or what to say, I wouldn't say revoke, but make sure that you're not hurting anyone. So I'm not going into the specific terms. You yourself are intelligent enough. But yeah, if you're a doctor, if you're an international medical graduate who doesn't know how things work in the UK, just take it slow, go through the guidelines in depth, and this can actually help you. Because as I said, maintaining this is very difficult. The thin line between your personal life and your social life, isn't it? The other thing that needs to be reflected with a very, very firm, what to say, understanding is respecting the patient confidentiality, privacy, and their dignity. Please don't do something stupid that can actually endanger the patient's details, the patient's, personal life, the patient's medical condition. It should not be coming from us as medical colleagues. It's a very, very big thing for us to support actually our patients going through this. So the way it can be, please don't post photographs, please don't post anything which has a patient details. I know most of us would be eager to, when we see a very, what to say, different X-ray, we would like to discuss it with the colleagues. Make sure the details of the patients have gone erased from those, even if you're trying to post those things. In no ways the patient's details is going to be leaked. If it does, guys, you're in trouble. And again, if we talk about the good medical practice, I've already talked about, trust and professionalism, acting with honesty and integrity, and communicating things in a professional way. So make sure, if you the guys just go through the guidelines. I'm not going to read each and every, but what I wanted to bring to your attention is responding to safety risks. Okay, so now, if for instance there has been a breach, what are you going to do? Because first and foremost, yes, if you can delete the post, please go ahead and delete the post, but make sure you ask this with your defense body. Like for instance, if you have medical indemnity, have a chat with them. If you've got BMA, have a chat with them. If not, directly go and have a chat with GMC. That guy, this was happened, and you've realized your mistake and how to deal with it. Because if you do things wrong from there, as I said, anything which comes to harm for the patients is something very serious. And the patient confidentiality and their dignity cannot be compromised. If it gets compromised, it's going to be not a very good venture, which none of us want to go to. So, guys and girls, I would discuss. I will, give the link for you to have a clean read and have a look about it. Meanwhile, if you've got any queries or questions, just surf my website and drop me a text, or you can just surf my videos on YouTube and let me know how things go. Till then, be safe, care for the patients, care for yourself, and just don't do silly things. All right, guys, take care. Cheers. Bye.